Action. Hey, this is Jody Wisternoff, and I'm hanging out here in Brizzy, Australia, on my annual 2-week tour. This is the second destination, so yeah, just chilling, doing a little interview, taking it easy, gonna check a bit of the city. That's it. The party last night was really nice. Like as I was discussing earlier, it kind of had a bit of a house party kind of vibe. You know, it's kind of like glass windows. It's still the daytime, so the bar was flowing. We had some pretty lethal cocktails. You know, it's a nice vibe, really, like mixture of boys and girls. So yeah, it was rocking, man. Really enjoyed it. The crowds in Australia always, to me, seem quite consistent. I've been coming out here pretty much on and off for the last 10 years, and it always has a nice buzz. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you hear that there's times when dubstep's maybe taken over, but I always seem to feel that there's enough house heads here to keep it kind of rocking. So, yeah, it's good fun, man. People like to get loose out here. The new album, Trails We Blaze, probably took about 2 years from inception to completion, I suppose. Like in and out, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like I didn't start writing and then finish writing. So I was working with Nick on whereas tracks during that time as well, plus remixes, plus a hell of a lot of touring. Inspiration can strike from any kind of source, be it a sound or even like a feeling. I can be watching a movie and there'll be a little sound that's like, oh, that's wicked. Do you know what I mean? So you either copy it or I won't sample it, obviously, don't want to get sued. But so there's no real formula. There's not like a way to make a track that works every time. You can sit behind a synth, you can play around, you can come up with a riff, or it can be like something completely different. To be honest with you, it kind of becomes harder. Like the longer you've been making music, it does become more of a struggle to get that magic going because you've done it so many times that you don't want to repeat yourself. So it becomes more of a challenge in a way, but that's a good thing. So it keeps you sharp. I think my phone's going. Can I quickly get us? Is that all right? Sorry, guys. It's my little boy on the phone. Hey, Charlie. How you doing, little man? Yeah, I'm doing an interview in the hotel at the moment. I'm in this dark room on floor 10. It's funny. Here comes that question. When I'm writing stuff, I'm never thinking about trying to make a top 10 hit. It doesn't work like that. If you're chasing that kind of, outcome, then you're going to be watering down what you do. You're not going to be true to yourself. When the magic happens and you write something that appeals to like a wider range, then it's usually just because it's come from the soul and you're just kind of feeling it. But saying that, it's usually the vocal tracks, and that can come from the singer. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to make sure you work with the right people. It's all about surrounding yourself with, human beings with good energy. Do you know what I mean? Talented vocalists, musicians, good management. Just kind of being a nice little unit. Do you know what I mean? It all just kind of comes together.
Towering above me like a steep spire. The things that you show me, no one ever taught. When all else is changing, you're so close tonight. Never failed to be amazed, girl.
The thing is, when you're working on tunes, it doesn't. I'm not one of those guys that can write a track in a week and finish it, do the mix down. There'll be like a test mix, and then you'll play it out the weekend, see how that sounds, and that's one of the most important parts of the actual mix-down process, is checking it in a club on a system. You know what I mean? You get some dance floor feedback, you can hear if like the kick's loud enough, whatever. Can't always tell if you're at home in the studio if this is the case. So yeah, it's an ongoing process, man. But the problem with this is that I can't really record my sets because they're full of prototypes. You know, you can't let these things get out there until they're finished. So yeah, it's just the way it is. It's really important to bounce ideas off someone. So, you know, when I'm with Nick, obviously we're in the studio together or chatting on Skype, or, you know, there's always that kind of, you know, instant thing going on. But when you're working on your own, you have to kind of, you know, get a lot closer to your A&R man, the guy at the label, speak to your manager. You know, my wife, she's got really good taste in music as well. So you kind of, I think if you just do it all by yourself, you will end up going up your own arse. You know, it's very tempting to just noodle around and whatever. So, you know, you need to speak to people that you trust, get their opinion, but also just follow your own heart, because at the end of the day, you know if it's right or wrong. I think hard work would be going to an office every day and doing a job that you hate, seeing your kids maybe in the morning for an hour and then getting home and they've already gone to bed. So to me, that would be hard work. You know, I think it's a beautiful life. You know, I'm fortunate enough to be chasing my dream and my passion. And yeah, of course it's tiring, all the travelling, but you know, you can't complain, man. That's a small price to pay for having a lifelong party. Have you not got like a clapperboard or something, like those old-fashioned bits of wood that do that?